This week, Gare and I got to talk with Nic Stone, who is the author of many young adult books, but her first adult fiction, adult thriller is Boomtown, which Gare and I both were obsessed with. We loved the voices, we loved the characters, and the ending is fantastic. You are going to love it. This is what it's about. When Damaris Charm Wilburn, a new daytime dancer, is missing for her shift at Boomtown, former headliner Micah Lyric Johansson suspects something more than a no-call, no-show. Because Lyric's former headline partner and lover, Felice Lucky Carruthers, also vanished under similar circumstances, and Lyric decides she's going to find them. Delving deeper into Charm and Lucky's disappearances, Lyric uncovers a tangled web of deceit, privilege, and power. The line between friend and foe blurs, forcing Lyric to confront the question, is finding these women worth the threat to her own life? It is so good. It is so fun. The way that Nic wrote about sex work was in a very positive and empowering perspective, as it is for many women who do choose to do that, and men, and anyone. But we had so much fun talking to her about what made her write this. It's a great story. Her favorite parts about writing it, and her favorite parts of strip club culture in Atlanta. So that being said, let's hear from Nic. So many burning questions.
I'm just the happiest to be here. This is the best Monday of my life.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
It is a really good way to start a Monday. I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
So this Monday, I am with Gare, but we are also with Nic Stone to mostly talk about Boomtown, her adult debut thriller that Gare and I are all of the words obsessed with. So I am so excited to talk with you.
Me too.
This is very exciting. It's great, like writing things for grown-ups and then getting to talk to grown-ups about it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's just spectacular.
I bet.
Living the dream.
I am just so beyond amazed that this is your adult debut.
Really?
Yeah. It reminds me of my favorite Issa Rae quote when she's talking to Zendaya. And it's like, what is it like to wake up in the mirror or look in the mirror every day and like realize that like these other bitches can't compare? Because this is, I mean,
bass drop. You gotta have the.
That was amazing.
I wish I had I do have a microphone to drop, but I don't want to like damage anyone's ears.
It's beautiful. It changes colors, Gare. Let's keep your pretty microphone intact.
Yeah. No, I just cannot believe how fantastic every aspect of this story is, and like. Mm-hmm. I read it 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I still think about it every single day.
Yeah. We keep talking about the ending.
Oh, this is so, like, it makes me feel amazing.
Oh. You are amazing.
Yeah.
Well, to, like, officially kick us off with questions, kind of like a two-parter first. I always want to know, like, how you came to writing, like, what your writing journey was in general, and then also in your case, like what drew you to young adult at first, and then what was it like shifting into writing for adults?
Yeah, so I loved to read as a kid, but I like never saw myself in anything that I was reading, right? So like once I hit puberty and I recognized that I lived in a body, and it hit me that that body looked a certain way and that my skin was a certain color. And I realized I never saw anybody who looked like me or anybody described like me in books. I just kind of like reading lost its savor for a while. But eventually, like I had a kid and I wanted my kid to have a different experience than I did. So what really kicked off the writing bug for me was Veronica Roth's Divergent, of all things.
Yeah.
That trilogy was my first time seeing a Black girl on paper that I felt like I could actually relate to. And I've told her this to her face. I'm like, I would not have become a writer if not for Christina in Divergent, because it helped me to see that like, oh wait, Black girls can exist in these spaces. Black kids can exist in these spaces. So I wrote a book that no publisher wanted to buy. So I'm publishing it myself, just waiting for them to deliver, which is really exciting. But that book was called Little Spark, and it kind of kicked off the writing thing. And it was YA, I think partially because at that time, obviously the first book I saw myself in was a YA book.
Mhm.
And then the other piece of it was like, at that point in life, I was like truly beginning to understand my own adolescence, right? So it just kind of fit that when I got started, I would be starting in that space. And then I realized I'm an adult. So here we are. And I like adult things, and I go to adult places, and
You felt like writing about adults.
Let's go to the strip club. I love strip clubs.
I know. I do love the jump from like, I mean, I'm sure some of your YA would be maybe more PG-13, but going like straight to the strip club from there, I love the juxtaposition there.
You know, I get banned a lot.
That's what I was going to ask.
No reason. No reason at all. So it's like, here's something. Here's something. You keep banning me. Here, have this. Have some boobs.
I saw one of your reels where you were talking about getting banned frequently. Without giving it too much like importance or anything, what was your experience like with that?
It's just stupid. Like, I remember the first time I got banned was 2019. I had just had my third YA novel had just come out, and I found out from a teacher in a county here in Georgia that Dear Martin had been banned in her district. And like, I was like, what? Like, it was just kind of, at first I was like, but it was real, and it's been happening that was 2019. It's been happening for 6 years. So like, okay.
Yeah. It's so unnecessary.
It's always by people who don't read too. That's the best part of all of it. It's like, you're an idiot. That's why you're banning books, because you don't want anybody to be smarter than you are.
Yeah, or like read about any experience that isn't the same as your own, basically.
Do they give you like a reason? Like, do they try to justify it in any way, shape, or form?
There are times when they do, but only when asked. Like, I remember the first time it got banned, the woman who banned it, who will be unnamed because she does not deserve the energy. Fun story, and then I'll get back to the original story. She retired after that school year because everybody was like, what are you doing? But now she's on the library board and trying to get my books pulled from the YA section.
God.
It's like, bitch, you are so into me. It is wild. Like,
just admit you're a fan.
Just admit you're a fan. Like, we can totally hang out. I'll teach you some things. I'll take your ass to the strip club. Like, let's go.
Oh my gosh.
But every time she was asked why she had banned it, she gave a different reason. And it was very clear from the way her answers changed that she hadn't actually read it.
Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous.
That's insane. Like,
well, and it's crazy too that it's not crazy yet, because it probably fits with everything about education in this country in general, but it's crazy how it's the YA ones that get banned. Like, I'm not going to say that Boomtown wouldn't get banned, but it's probably not going to get that kind of attention.
No, it's not in high school, did. Right? Yeah, like for a lot of these YA books, the ones that get banned are the ones that parents hear about through the grapevine. Most of the banned books, at this point, books typically get banned due to some perception of sexual content, right? So like, it's not even like it, like the past few years, the books at the top of the ban list were typically books about like either BIPOC or queer people. And like, that has changed. Now the top 4 or 5 are all straight white people. And there's some sort of supposedly sexual content in the book. And I'm like, bro, what? Are y'all just repressed? Like, at some point, I have a 13-year-old, like his body's changing. Like he notices things around him. Right. And I'm like, to heap shame onto young people for having bodies that function the way that they're supposed to is wild to me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Oh, you don't want your kid to know that his pee-pee like stands up and
Right?
I don't understand. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
just
they're eventually gonna need to explore that part of their life in general. It's like books are a pretty
Yes.
safe place to do that most of the
I,
time.
I would think so. Or,
yeah.
the species will just die off because kids don't know anything about sex. I'm like, okay, that's also an
Mhm.
option, I guess. You're
Right.
40-year-old virgins everywhere because
Mhm.
nobody would talk to you about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like wild to me too that like you're banning books because of like any sexual aspect to it. But
Hmm.
like some of your most popular TV shows and movies of the dawn of time are about teens and sexuality or sex in
Yes.
general. Do you know what I mean? Like if we treated movies and TV shows the same way we treated books, we would have never met anyone in Euphoria.
Hmm.
American Pie would have flopped.
Oh my
Like
God.
it's just
Can you
like,
even?
could you imagine American Pie in a book?
No flutes going anywhere except where they're supposed to.
No, like ruin bakeries forever. Do what you got to do, but like nobody is going
Absolutely.
to. It's just like wild to me that is such a crazy like opposite when it comes
Mhm.
to what's popular in like TV and movies,
Mhm.
majority of which adults are watching, right? So like
Yeah.
your
Hmm.
majority like adult audience for like even like teen comedies and things like that. How many women are thirsting over these teenagers in The Summer I Turned Pretty?
Mhm.
Grown
There are a
women,
lot. Yes.
grown women. I'm on TikTok way more than I need to be. Grown women being like Team Jeremiah, Team Conrad, and like let me pull my hair back and like give them 5 minutes of my time, but then they have a problem and they're banning books.
And you're like, girl, what?
Yeah, and I'm
My
like,
favorite, my favorite story to come out of all of this is so Florida hates me, right? Like I think
well,
like
What an
four,
honor to be
I think
hated
there
by
are four or
Florida.
five. I have 4 or 5 books banned in Florida. And my favorite thing about it though, do you guys remember that scandal where like the co-founder of Moms for Liberty, she and her husband got into a whole big mess because they were like smashing some woman. Like they had like some third party that they were having threesomes with a woman. And I'm like, oh, okay, so sure, get rid of all the books about the gay characters and then
yeah,
go bend over in front of Samantha,
Mhm.
by all means,
Mhm.
ma'am.
Yeah. That's the crazy part. Like that
mm,
happens so frequently
Which is
with
wild, right? It's like what are you so ashamed of?
yeah,
Like
like
if
the internalized hate is sad.
yes, I'm like
yeah,
you have so much shame over the things that you're doing. You are
Mhm.
opposed to other people just enjoying their lives. And that's
Right.
nuts to me. I'm like,
It is.
get yourself together. Okay? Like,
Yes.
stop it.
that's
Have let's
be
check your priorities here.
well, that's because majority of these women are concerned about fictional queer characters in children and young adult books, and they're too busy banning them to not realize that the noise that is coming off their husband's phone is Grinder.
Amen. It's like
Florida,
it's how Grinder always crashes during certain political
Boop.
events.
Republicans.
It's like, yo, just be real,
Yeah.
Just be real with it.
Yes, for real.
The man I had
Well,
thirst over me the most that I've ever met on Grinder, who has thirsted over me for 9 years, picked me up one night with Fox News radio playing in his car.
Get out, bro. That's crazy.
And I
so
was like,
we call
wrong
him
audience.
that like it's his name.
So he's Fox News now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Fox.
Oh, stop. It's just so
Wild.
sad. I'm like, there's so much freedom in just accepting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Don't act like we're going on a
Well.
picnic when you voted for Trump.
Mhm. If you're an author who's listening right now, I'm sure that sometime recently you thought to yourself, I really just want to write and I don't want to have to think about social media. The good news is I have a couple solutions for you. If you just need help brainstorming ideas and building out posts in Canva, my monthly consulting might be good for you. If you're about to publish a book, I can help you with a book trailer. The other option is accumulating a content bank of both long and short form content that can be used now and generically into the future. I love reading your books, and I know you don't love figuring out how to post on social media. So I would love to help. Follow the link in the show notes to learn more. I will say, just so we don't give them all of our time, Boomtown is not sexually repressed.
No, not at all.
So, I mean, Gare and I were talking about the men, the women. We were talking about everyone the whole time. Did you have an idea in this? Like, what was the idea that came to you first for this one, basically?
So what's interesting about this is I have a colleague. Like I wouldn't call us friends, but like we're both writers, and she and I were talking one day, and she is not Black. She randomly one day was like, I think I want to write a book about a Black strip club in Atlanta. I was like,
Is she even from
nah, I
Atlanta?
got it.
Oh yeah.
Not really. She's from like outside the city, but it was just one of those moments where I was like, I don't think you've ever actually been in a Black strip club in Atlanta, so maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to write it before she could, literally. Like,
I am obsessed with you.
I know.
No, ma'am. But now I'm like, okay, go for it, and people will be able to see the real versus. It wasn't even spite. It was just like, ma'am, you will not. I'm sorry.
Yes,
this is
like,
not a space.
Principle, on principle.
At least, and it's one of those things where I am all for people. Like, please write outside your experience, right? Like Toni Morrison is very clear on it being necessary to write what is not the self, right? And also, to me, it was really important that the first thing of this kind come from a person who matches the demographic of the dancers.
Yeah.
So cool. If you want to go write one now, by all means, I already did it. So we're good.
Yes.
And like, why did she feel so comfortable telling a Black woman, like, I'm going to write about a Black woman in a strip club?
Oh my gosh.
Because
I mean, the novel, Real Easy by Marie Rakowski is,
oh God, I love that novel.
It's one of my favorite books in the entire world. One of my favorite books.
I love it. Yes.
And like, written by a white woman, featuring white women in a strip club.
Yes.
And nobody, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to, like you said, like, write about something that you're not experienced in. It's just like mind-boggling to me.
And you can. Look, this is not me saying you can't. Just know I'm gonna have to do it first. So now you good. You good? Go for it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't think anyone's gonna match this one, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I hope not.
No.
Yeah. We obviously loved it.
Even like me, I've never been to a strip club ever.
Oh, honey, come on down. I got you.
I need to go to Atlanta.
If you ever sent the bat signal that you wanted somebody to hang out with, and you were just like, will you please just like come hang out with me? I will be there in like a jiffy. I will be there in a jiffy.
The way Black women love gay white men, I need you to like, especially the ones like you. It be some gay white men that they clearly have a whole Black woman living inside them somewhere, and so we like, come on, friend, come on, sis.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you say that, because my friend Shelly, she's Black, and at least once a week I hear you were Black in a previous life.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Highest compliment, my friend.
Well, like, I like send her like music, like old school, like 90s R&B that I grew up on.
Yeah, your music taste for sure.
And I'm just, and she's like, what do you know about any of this? Like, what do you know about any of this? Like, what were you doing listening to SWV at 7 years old?
Sisters with
just
voices,
jamming to SWV.
you know, sisters with voices.
Yes.
So yeah, no, I think I want everyone to patronize Black strip clubs, because the women deserve it.
Yeah.
But you also like are writing it so that like I've never been to a strip club, but like I felt very comfortable in that space. Like, I knew exactly what was going on, you know, like I knew exactly like what I could see, what the vibe was like, you know, like you wrote it so efficiently in the sense of like, there are no questions as a reader as to like what you would be witnessing if you were, you know, in this space.
I love that. I'm glad you feel that way.
Yes.
I have
Both
so many feelings.
Boomtown and Atlanta are like characters in this book. And every time somebody says that, I'm like, yes, I did it.
Yes. Yeah.
I
They
nailed. We
really
did
are.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a vibe. We were talking about that too. It's gritty in a way that almost feels like noir is also what we were kind of talking about ahead of time or just like right before this. But also I don't know if you've read S.A. Cosby's books, but it also has the
Not
like
yet.
southern gothic
Yeah.
kind of like not tragedy every time, but like those vibes. And I became like an S.A. Cosby fan over the last year. So now like sometimes I'm reading books and I'm like, oh, this fits in that vein.
I love
But
it.
it was gritty. You feel like you're at the strip club. You definitely get a feel for Atlanta as well. Like it is very immersive. And I listened and read. Angel Peen is like my favorite narrator of all time, and I also just got into audiobooks in the last year. But like standing the test of time, I haven't found anyone that I love. Actually, Bonnie Turpin though is like probably number 2. Like it's an amazing cast, but it was all super immersive. But
Like they ate down on that audiobook.
yes,
I listened to the audiobook and
yeah,
I know what's about to happen, but I'm like in the car, like, what's going on? Even though
yes,
it's like I know, but it's just it created a totally different experience, and
yeah.
I loved it. It was weird listening to my own voice. I've made
Yeah.
myself not skip that part,
Oh
but
yeah,
just because that's like you need the whole story.
yeah,
But it was so fun to
yeah.
listen to.
Yeah, the audiobook's fantastic for anyone who is a listener. I'm
gonna get the audiobook now.
You need to.
I've only listened to one. I've only listened to one audiobook in my entire life, and so I know that like this is gonna be the one that's gonna like keep
now
me.
I'm like
Catapult
recommending
you.
him the really good ones that are like good on audio.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Because like this baby has like come everywhere with me, and like
Oh, Bessie.
oh,
mine is all on here.
Yeah, I love it.
I've like randomly just like flipped to like random pages just to like remember like what I was experiencing when I read that part.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing, guys. You're making me very blushy.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I mean, you had me blushing a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
My dad is listening to the audiobook, so imagine.
I know. I saw your reel where you're like, I'm realizing my dad's listening to this too, and I was like, oh no.
He like called me to talk about it, and I was like, "This, all right, we're going to a new level, Dad. All right, here we are."
I love the support level, though.
Oh, it was amazing, and like,
yeah.
but it was wild because like he called to tell me that he was like, I feel like this audiobook, this Boomtown is helping me heal. I was like, what do you mean helping? I was like, helping you heal? And he starts telling me about how there was a week in his life where he almost got fired from his job because he took off for 5 days straight and spent them at the Blue Flame. And like, I've now heard all of these really great stories about my dad and his strip club shenanigans and like his relationships with dancers. And like, it really has brought us to a new level of relationship. And I love every minute of it. But like my dad has always been, he's always been just very human with me. Like he's never been a person to hide what he calls his shortcomings. He got sober when I was 9 or so, 1994. So it was like right before I turned 10. And, he's been sober for 31 years and he's just, but he used to like take me to his AA meetings and like, so he's always been very grounded. He's always been a source of grounding for me and taught me everything about self-awareness and boundaries and how to do relationships in a way that's healthy. Like my dad is everything. Wow. So yes, I was cringing significantly when he told me he was listening, but then when he called to like talk to me about it, I was like, oh damn, this is okay. And my mom read it and I was like, oh God, but my parents seemed to really like it. And I mean, I guess I got here somehow. So there's that part.
There's that part.
I just love the way it starts off as like a funny story of your dad listening to it and then turns into like a very earnest and like
healing,
like you're saying,
the best compliment.
Trauma.
The best compliment you can get from like one of the most important people in your life.
Absolutely.
Right?
I was like, oh wow, Dad, that's crazy. Thank you.
Yeah. That's powerful.
I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like, hey, do you want to go to the Blue Flame with me? Because I don't know if I get there.
That might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe with book 2.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The next.
Probably not. My mom, I could drag my mom just because it would be freaking hilarious. Like it would be hilarious taking my mom to the strip club. I have not been able to talk her into it yet. There are a few things I wish I have yet to be able to talk my mom into, but I am determined.
I don't blame you.
Marijuana edibles have not talked her into it yet. However, I am determined. And strip clubs. Those are the two things.
Yeah.
Pot gummies and strip clubs. Let's go, Mom. Come on.
You can pick up my parents because they will definitely say yes to pot gummies.
Oh, see, I love that. I love it.
100%.
They're the bomb. I mean, your parents and pot gummies in general.
Yeah, they're magic.
My parents are the magic.
Yeah, I love that. I love that for you. I try to be that for my kids.
I'm telling you right now, I know 100% that you are.
Oh, thanks.
I know
my 9-year-old son decided he wanted to read Boomtown. And I was like, all right, bet.
Is he reading it? Or did
he is, but he has no idea what's going on, which is what I expected, right? Like so much of it is a metaphor. And so this is another thing, not to get back to the book bans, but it's one of those things where I'm like, metaphor does not equal sexual content. Right.
Yes.
In this book, obviously, there is overt sexual content, but me saying that a Black woman is thick as butter with skin the color of the inside of a Ferrero Rocher, like that's not sexual content. That's description. No. So it's just, and so my son is reading. He actually he's doing a book club with one of his 4th grade classmates who did finish and pulled me aside at a birthday party on Saturday. This is truth is stranger than fiction. Okay, so she pulls me aside on Saturday at a classmate's birthday party. And she says, I finished your book. And I said, oh, did you? She said, yes. I said, well, what did you think? She's like, I loved it, but I have a question. And I said, okay. She said, why did you have to end it on a cliffhanger? And I was like, but did I? She's like, yes, I need to know what's happening with Lady Josephine. And so I'm like, okay, I will need to figure out what happens with Lady Josephine so I can tell this adorable 9-year-old what happens with Lady Josephine.
I do kind of see where she's coming from.
I was gonna say, at first I thought I was gonna laugh, and now I'm kind of like, I'm on her team.
Yes. There's a consensus. Like everybody really loves Lady Josephine, and knows more about Lady Josephine.
I loved her. Yeah. She was the first. I do like the dream poster on like Instagram when I read a book. So like I'll like imagine what the poster would look like if it was like adapted. Yeah. And then I do like a dream cast. And Lady Josephine was the first character that I was like, I know exactly who I am casting, like 100%.
Ooh, tell me.
Adina Porter.
Ooh, I like it.
Adina Porter.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah. I'm gonna tag you in it. I'm gonna tag you in it.
Please, if you do it, no, invite me to collaborate. If you do it, invite me to collaborate.
I will 100% will. I will 100%. Yeah, it's like one of my like proudest works is my poster.
It's really good.
One of my proudest works. I had the most fun with that.
That's amazing.
Because I almost like now I'm kind of like the wheels are spinning and I'm like maybe like Lady Josephine can just pop up in all of your adult novels.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like
she's authors definitely gonna have a cameo in the next one.
Yeah, like authors have like their Easter eggs where like their books are connected, and like she could just kind of be the bond that ties them all together.
I'm not mad at that. I did a book club meeting last night. Like I went to there's a book club here, and it was the most insane thing I'd ever seen in my life. Like it was at a pole dancing studio. Yes, they had the entire room lit green. Like I'm like the attention to detail. Yeah. And the women at that book club have essentially demanded that I write a short story collection about Lady Josephine.
Oh, that would be cool.
And I said, fine, you guys have to tell me the stories that are going to be, what are the stories? Ooh. So you guys give me the stories and I'll write them. So I'm like partnering with this book club. So we're going to see if we actually pull this off.
That is cool.
I
Well,
would
we will read them.
I would devour that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people maybe would.
I've been hearing about, and there was someone I was talking to who's thinking about doing it, like using Substack for that. So like some of the characters that people really connect to, you can like still essentially do short stories, even on Substack. Basically, is what
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing about too. And I'm like, I do get that, because sometimes you're like, even side characters that aren't like the main characters. Sometimes you're like,
Definitely.
I wonder what happened with them. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind
Mm-hmm.
of cool as an option.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like there was like this novel I read, I can't remember the name of it, but it was about a woman who was murdered, and every chapter is somebody that was connected to her, like a
Mm.
side character of her life. And I thought it was like one of the most interesting ways to tell a story, because you don't
Mm-hmm.
get anything from her, you get it from like every perspective. But it wasn't like your typical novel where it's like 2 or 3 person POV. It was like literally every person in her life, like down to like somebody who like had a crush on her from afar and never spoke to her. So it was like
Mm-hmm.
wild the way that story was told.
That is
Mm-hmm.
very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I would definitely read short stories of Lady Josephine.
Yes. Same.
Duly noted.
What? So one of the oh, go
No,
ahead.
you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay.
I won't stop at this point. We'll all be talking. We'll be talking each other into bed.
That's I know.
Take the reins.
I know it is like dark outside already, probably. Um, one of the things that I thought was like or really stood out is sometimes people write about characters who do sex work, and it's like only that it could be a sad story, or only that they just happened, they have to do it even though they don't want to. And I enjoyed how we talked about like Boomtown feels like a character itself as a setting. So like the club itself feels so real, but also there's not like this underlying pity for any of the women
Mm-hmm.
either. And you're kind of able to then like look at like, why do we think that like sexual assault can't happen in that regards, just because they're sex workers. So how did you approach balancing all of those things?
Lots of interviews and heavy,
Ooh,
heavy, heavy vetting.
nice.
So, Boomtown is loosely, there's a lot of Boomtown that's kind of based on Magic City here in Atlanta.
Mm,
There's a
Mhm.
documentary about Magic City on one of the streamers. I don't know which, I can't remember which streamer at the moment, drawing a bit of a blank. But like Magic City dancers are, they make a lot of money, right? And so it
Mhm.
was important to me to make sure it was clear that these women are not to be pitied. Like they are walking in full autonomy, not at all times, but as much as
Mhm.
they can. When bad things do happen, they get to decide how to deal with it, right? Like there's no script for how a woman deals with a sexual assault.
mhm,
And I did a lot of research and hung out with a lot of dancers, lots of conversation. And then I had got it vetted by like a PhD level Black feminist who's the head of the Women's Center at the University of Virginia. Like that, like I'm very
Wow.
meticulous about um, authenticity, right? Because
mhm,
this
Mhm.
is a topic that's easy. It's not only easy to fumble as a creator, it's
mhm.
also easy to reinforce harmful stereotypes if you're not careful.
Mhm.
Yep.
So it was important to me to make sure these were that they had full lives. You got backstory. Honestly, them being dancers was a bit of a MacGuffin. Like it just
Mm,
provided the
mhm.
setting for the terrible things to happen. Because in every other way, they're just regular people
Yeah.
Yeah.
with mortgages
Mhm.
and
Mm, yes.
history
Health
that
issues.
is triggering and health issues and
Yeah.
yeah and pregnancy. Like they're normal regular people.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
I know that. Well, that's the thing too. Is like when I was reading it, I was like, you read the synopsis and whatnot, and then you get ready to read the book, and you're like, oh, like this is a missing person. They're strippers, and then when I was reading it, I was like, I don't even know why people are saying like this book is about strippers that go missing, because like that's just their work. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you would have had them working anywhere else, they would have been like, I went into the office, I, you know, sent a couple of emails, and then I like got out of here because I have a friend to find. You know, so like that wasn't like such a huge aspect of it. I think it added a lot to the story, and I think it was like something that I definitely found very interesting. But yeah, like I think the way that you wrote it was definitely like chef's kiss for me.
I just want all people to be treated like people, right? Like if you are a person who has chosen sex work as a profession, and I mean chosen it, not a person who has been dragged into human trafficking. That's a completely different story. But like if you are an individual, no matter your gender identity, who has decided this is the kind of work that I would like to do to make money, there's no reason for you to be treated poorly because of that. Like I think that that's stupid. I think it's incredibly stupid for us to treat great, wonderful human beings who have the same, most of us have the same range of emotion. There are ways that we can connect no matter how different we seem. So the job that you choose should not be a source of disdain, especially when it comes to this sort of thing, right? And you know, it's all rooted in misogyny, and I don't like that shit at all. Like catch me outside. Yeah, I'm leaving my neighborhood yesterday, right? And there's this man in front of me, and like I'm trying to get out the neighborhood, and he just like suddenly stops his car and gets out, and he's all like, "Do we have a problem?" I was like, "I don't know, bro. Do we have a problem? Like, don't turn me up." Right? Like, but it was very clear that even talking to this man, you are under the impression, friend, that I will not knock your fucking teeth out. And I don't care what and I think it's important that people recognize that like internalized, not even internalized, like implicit misogyny is just as harmful and damaging as implicit racism, right? Like not recognizing that you are looking down on a person because they're a woman, that's just as problematic as you not recognizing that you're looking down on a person because they're a person of color.
Right.
So it was important to me that these women be tough as nails in a lot of ways. Even the ones, even Charm with her super green, naive self, she's been through a lot of stuff and made some decisions for herself that I think were really important. So yeah, just, you know, it's not necessarily like raw girl power, but it's more like, yo, I'm a person. She's a person. She's got you by the balls right now, if we're being honest.
Yes.
So show some respect.
Yes. Literally, figuratively, all of it. If you love the Book Wild podcast so much that you'd love to be a part of a Book Wild community that gets early episode releases and no ads in the episodes, you need to check out my Book Wild Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it is a social platform where you can have exclusive content and community all in one space that isn't Instagram or YouTube. There are 2 tiers, and with the first tier, you get every episode a day earlier than the public with 0 ads. And the second tier is Book Wild's Backlist Book Club. When I started this, I just was not reading as much backlist. I had gotten into the NetGalley rut of only reading what was about to come out. And I was like, there are so many other books I want to read. So every month we choose a backlist book, we read it, and then we come together at a certain time and discuss it on the weekends. It's really so much fun, and I would love to see you there. Signing up is easy. Just follow the link in the show notes.
And it's definitely like your characters are so well drawn out because they all are fucking tough as nails. Like the baddest women you're going to read this year are in Boomtown. But you also like showed a little bit of like what triggers each one of them that like humanized them so much for me. And I'm like, are we sure this is fiction? Like are you gonna like there's gonna be this like huge announcement one day that like Lucky, Lyric, and Charm are all real? You're gonna come like the curtain's gonna drop and you're gonna come out and they're all gonna be like surrounded by you, and we're gonna be like, no, this is a real story that was told to me, because they were just all like so they were all like so, I know, right? That would be amazing. But I mean, it just was like every character was so well drawn out and written. Like I could just like almost like picture them even like your smaller characters, you know, like you had this like you had like the sassy trans bartender who like took no bullshit from
Clutch.
anyone,
I love
and
Clutch.
Guapa.
Mm-hmm.
Like Guapa was like the comedic relief for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which automatically I was like, if we adapt this, can we please have SZA play Guapa?
Oh my god, I would love that.
Because
Yes, that's a good one.
I am just like imagining what video is that? Is it Shirt? Is it the end of Shirt where she's on the stripper pole upside down and it's like a library that she's in?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look.
It's either that or Good Days. I know it's one of the two, but that's just like immediately what I was picturing. Because I just
love her. I think she's great.
She's
yeah. There's like a couple of people in the book who are pretty heavily based on real people. Dr. Chambly is a real person. And she is dreamy AF. Like, I'm obsessed with her to the point where I was like, hey, I put you in a book. You should love me. I totally immortalized you in fiction.
I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah.
I am too.
And there's another person I won't mention because like, so I have to be like careful about like what I do say because I don't want to get sued.
Fair.
We're there with
you. So you change names. It's like, okay, as long as you change the name, you can't get sued.
Right.
But if you make confessions on podcasts, you can. So let's not. But Dr. Chambly's really great. And very, very real.
That being said,
one of my favorite characters. Yeah. There are only like obviously two. There's only like obviously like two, maybe 2, 3 characters that I was like, I would not want to hang out with them in real life. But I mean, 90% of your cast was fucking spot on, spectacular.
Thanks.
I love them so much.
Yeah. Did you like when you went to write it, which actually I do always ask if you are a plotter or a pantser or a hybrid, but did you know, like, did you have the like 2 POVs in mind, like as you went to do it? Did you like play around with more POVs? And yeah, basically how did you land on that?
I'm a hardcore plotter. Like I outlined to the gods, and there were always multiple points of view. It's just that whose they were changed, right? So I think I was in my final revision when I was like, you know what? Every single voice in this book, like every single perspective character needs to be a Black woman. That came late. There were in earlier drafts, there were chapters, like little interstitials from Thomas's perspective that I will be releasing online as bonus content. Just waiting for my beloved partner to fix the website. I'm like, can you fix this? Can you hurry up, please, so I can tell people it's there? But yeah, I think 5. I think I'm releasing like 5 deleted scene type things. 3 of the 5 are from Thomas's perspective. And no, actually, I think 4 of the 5 are from Thomas's perspective. But like, you'll be able to slot in what, like, if you think about the book, you'll be able to figure out what went where.
Or just read the book again.
Or just read it again. I'm certainly not opposed to that.
Just read it again.
But yeah, so it's always been non-linear, right? Because like, I don't know how to write a straightforward book. Like even if you were to go through my Kidlit catalog, I think there are 3 books. No, not even those are straightforward. I was going to say I've written some books for Marvel Comics, and like even those have some sort of like diary entries or something in it that kind of breaks up the forward motion. But I mean, it's partially just like I get bored when I'm reading things, and so I can't write anything boring because I won't finish it.
It shows.
I really love, like, one of my favorite things in the world is when somebody's like, oh my God, I read this in a day.
Yes. I know some authors, I've had a few authors that are like, I spent all that time and it took you a day. I'm like, it's a compliment.
That's the best compliment in the entire world.
It's the greatest thing ever. Like, that's what I go for. Like, I want you to not be able to put it down. That's a good thing.
I was pissed when it arrived because my book arrived during the week. And I was like, I
Uh-oh.
can't wait. Like, I'm not going to wait for the weekend, right, to read that. Like, I need to,
Yeah.
like, have this in my, and I started it on, like, a Monday, and I was like, son of a bitch. Like, I think it was, like, 2.5 days, maybe 3. But I was like, I will say, as somebody who can binge a book in a day, and I would have devoured this in a single day, from somebody who was forced to not be able to read it in a day.
Yeah.
I will tell you what, I was thinking about this baby
Yes.
when I was trying to go to bed at night. I was thinking about it like while I was at work, because I was like, I have to catch up with my girls. Like, let's wrap this shit up. Get me out of here.
I love this.
I was going to Taco Bell because I was like, I'm no fucking way I'm cooking dinner tonight. Like, I'm going to get something.
Give me my
quick and
burrito
easy.
supreme, okay? I have things to do.
I'll tell you what, the best combination in my life is Boomtown and Taco Bell. Okay, that was like...
What? Okay, but what from Taco Bell? Because now I'm going to have to go get Taco Bell.
Yes.
Well, I'm a vegetarian, so like I'm a little...
Okay.
I get the cheesy gordita crunch, and I replace the meat with potato.
Potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
A cheese quesadilla with the jalapeno sauce always hits. And
I don't think I've ever heard of a vegetarian liking Taco Bell. This is wild.
It is.
He
Actually,
loves Taco Bell.
I'm
it's
obsessed
like
with
a
Taco Bell.
mainstay of this podcast.
Well, dang.
And I'm obsessed with...
Amazing.
I will be their spokesperson, but I actually think that Taco Bell is the best fast food place for a vegetarian, because if you order online, you can substitute the meat for anything that you want that's vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here first.
So you can do like black beans, you can do potato, a black bean chalupa.
That's what the grilled cheese black bean burrito is my current fave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a vegetarian, but there are lots of times that I just like don't want meat, so I do eat a lot of black beans. But
oh god, I love meat. Meat's great.
Yeah. I don't when I'm craving it, I'm good. But sometimes I'm like, black beans works for me right now.
I went vegan for a minute, and my ass fell off. And I was like, nah, fam, we can't.
Not worth it.
Nope. Can't do this anymore.
Mine's still there, so you didn't eat enough potatoes.
We're not finna be out there. We're not finna be out here looking crazy. I can't,
You just needed Gare's potato-based Taco Bell.
My ass has not disappeared.
Perhaps. Maybe that's what I needed. But I was just like looking back, look back at what? It went, where is it? I was so upset. And so then I literally the next day I ate a steak. Like I was like,
it's over.
Absolutely
not. Subtitle of this episode is like the dangers of veganism.
The facts. How veganism will keep you off the pole because you don't have nothing to shake. Like this doesn't work.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Whew. There's just so much to talk about with this one.
I just need a best friend.
I love it. We've got all kinds of range here in this episode.
We love range.
Yeah.
like a stripper with a master's degree in education.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is it's obviously that's like a stereotype some people bring up is like paying for college with that. But like, how amazing is that?
I mean, hello, no student loans.
Exactly.
So I have a friend named Misty, and when I met Misty, she was dancing her way to her master's of social work, and like
that's so cool.
And she loved it. She loved every bit of being. She was like, I just feel it made her feel powerful, and I'm like, I really want people to recognize like a lot of these women are not suffering. There are some who don't love it. Which is so Lyric in the book is actually based on, I was a personal trainer in my early 20s and I had a pair of clients who were erotic dancers and one of them was Lyric. And I remember her telling me about how like she had to be wasted in order to dance. Right. But she also just wasn't willing to give up the money. Like she was like, but also my mortgage is paid. I got this nice ass car. Like I'm good. I got to have my 3 shots of Hennessy before I get on stage.
Yeah. They're just like any other job. That's like the thing that
100%
stands out to me too. There are some people who love their job and there's some people who are like, I like the money and this is what I do for it. Yeah.
100%. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also like if you have the kind of job where like in order for you to get through your shift, it just takes a few shots. Like some people don't
You're
have
not
that.
driving.
I can't do 3 shots of tequila at 8:00 in the morning before I sit down at my desk. So good for her.
I mean, you could, but I don't recommend it.
I don't think no. My boss would be like, he'd be like, "You are a lot nicer than
Like,
you usually
wow.
are. You are a lot nicer than you usually are. Something in the buttermilk ain't
Man.
clean."
I really like things like prohibition, just and racism based drug laws just really screwed us over royally. Like I think
Yeah.
about how like because yes, obviously there are people who when intoxicated are not great, right?
Right.
They are awful. And then there are
Mhm.
some who are very happy when they're a little tipsy. Like
Mhm.
there are people who parent way better when they have a little THC in their system.
Mhm.
It would be. I mean, dog mom. I can handle the
Like
barks better.
my kids are so fascinating when I'm in on a cloud somewhere. And
Yeah.
like and they love it. They love when mommy is happy.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, the way it helps with overstimulation is
Mm-hmm.
massive in that
Mm-hmm.
someone else's experience of me. Like I'm a
Absolutely.
much calmer person. I'm actually like more in my body in that
Mhm.
case than out of my body. But
I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah. I get whatever the Delta 9 is that's legal in Indiana,
Oh no,
thankfully.
I can't. I can't do the hemp-based stuff.
Ugh,
It's
it's
all
not the
illegal. It's
same.
all illegal over here, friends.
Yeah.
Keeping it
Ugh,
real.
Well, I'm in New York, so if anybody wants to come visit,
I know. I need to come live with you.
and
Facts.
The
I'm
air quality's better, like all of
I
it.
can't handle New York. It's too much, Fred. You got that. That's
no,
Well,
I'm
he's like
upstate.
upstate New
Oh,
I'm
you're
like
York.
right,
upstate. Okay,
I'm right
but see,
against the
no.
Canadian border.
But then it's
Yeah.
cold, and your girl does not do cold. We don't do
Yeah,
cold.
that's
We
I don't
get
know
to
if you know who
50
Miss
degrees
Pat is,
here,
but
and I'm like, oh God, I have to go outside.
yes.
I
Mm-mm.
kind of get that way too. I've got my car has seat heaters.
Yes.
I'm indigenous, so there are on the reservation, there are probably like 20 different places we can stop to get you whatever you need, and then I'll get you some Taco Bell. And you want to go see Canada? We'll be there in 15 minutes.
Bro, let's go. This is amazing.
Yeah, you're
Listen.
I
welcome
think
anytime.
you and I need to go to Atlanta, and then she and I will come to you in New York.
If you bring me to Atlanta, I don't think I'm coming home.
There are two strip clubs. I have a strip club within walking distance of my house. Okay.
Ooh.
And mind you, I'm in Buckhead, right? So like Buckhead is like very supposedly fancy or whatever. It's like, no,
Mm-hmm.
I can walk to Allure. It's right there. And then there's another one right down the street.
That's
That one's called
amazing.
Onyx. And you're gonna see
And
really big booties at Onyx. It's amazing.
I'm
that is
ready.
amazing. Atlanta
Wonderlands. They're
has like
wonderlands.
the most, or is it just jokingly the most strip clubs? Like, basically, it's known for how many strip clubs it has, right? Or am I
Yeah.
wrong?
I mean,
Okay.
well, like specifically black strip clubs.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because there are definitely cities that have far more strip clubs, period.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like black strip clubs, this is like the black strip club mecca
Yeah.
of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like not the globe, not the solar, the universe.
The universe.
Yes.
Yes.
But also like the most like with like the most famous ones, right? Like that
Definitely.
you know by name.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
definitely. Because they're in all of the rap songs.
Yeah.
Like they're
True.
in the they're all through the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that documentary going way back. Did you say it was Magic City? Is that what
Magic
it was?
City.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's on
I'm gonna write
Sling.
that
I
down.
did look it up. So if
Oh, you
any
did?
listener was
The
like,
Magic City
"Oh, I really want
documentary.
to
I'm taking
watch
Yeah.
it,"
a
that's
note
where
of
it is.
that.
Because I just have to do
Now
all
I'm
my
trying to
research.
think
I
of
can't help
like
myself.
what's the strip
What?
club? What's the name of the strip club that's in that Chloe Bailey song with Chris Brown?
Let's see. You looking it up?
I am looking it up.
Okay.
Follies?
Follies.
Follies?
Yeah. That's where I did all of my promo. Like all of my like me on a pole in
Yeah.
in camo
Okay.
pants,
That's amazing.
looking
Oh,
like
that's
looking like
awesome.
somebody's mom. Yeah, that's all at Follies.
Oh my
Amazing.
god.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. I just interviewed someone who like he's a comedian who also like wrote a book about Christian nationalism to like shorten it down really far, but because he was a comedian, some of his book tour was like at comedy clubs, and so it was like
Mm.
seeing like what you see with like a book event or a book launch event, but like they're like little books laid out in a comedy club, and I'm like, that's so creative to approach it that way. And then like the
Yeah.
next week I started seeing your promo, and I was like, this is just the year of people doing cool
The
book
best.
You got to get a
launches,
little out of the
basically.
box, man. Because I mean, look, a part of this is me wanting to attract people who don't think reading is cool. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the young adult space, my kind of bread and butter is books that kids who say they don't like to read.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, I think you just have to find the right book. It's like people don't, you
Mm-hmm.
don't, it's not that you don't like reading. You don't like reading boring things. If you are handed something that keeps your attention, you
Hmm.
got a whole different story.
I
So a part
agree.
of Boomtown is for like a reluctant adult readers, just like my kids' books are for reluctant kid readers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's such a good point.
Oh, that's amazing.
I wish we would, not ban books so much at that like back to that conversation, middle school, high
Yeah.
school level.
Hmm.
And like we don't like I just I'm getting so worked up I can't find my words. Like not everyone needs to read Dostoevsky. Like I don't like we could really swap out these like classics that we force
I
on
mean, who
people.
actually does need to read
Right.
Dostoevsky? And what's the other one? The one who turned into what he turned to like a praying mantis. What is it? Metamorphosis. Kafka.
Oh yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
I don't what are we okay.
Yeah.
Everybody does need to read Shakespeare. That is one that I never want removed. There are
Yeah.
certain plays where I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, we really need to read this one. But just when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to like the art of story,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
nobody did it like that man.
I
That
know.
man had,
And like wittiness.
Oh,
listen, just so good. So
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
we could
some of
get
the
some
other
more
stuff, I'm like,
contemporary
what?
stories.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
a
And
farewell
people
to
might like
arms.
reading more, basically,
Okay.
that's where I was
Right,
headed with
right.
it.
And it's
Like,
like you can hit these same themes in
mm-hmm.
books that are not endlessly boring.
Right. Like if they want to read it later as adults for the sake of being well read, go for it. But I feel like we'd have more chance of I don't know. We are not like into intellectual elitist reading over here, in case you can't tell.
I'd be like, bro, what? Why I gotta read this? I remember reading Lord of the Flies my junior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time I was like, my black mother would just take a belt to every ass in this book.
Yeah.
These boys need an ass whooping is
Mm-hmm.
really what like is how I wanted to like rename it because I
Yeah.
didn't now mind you there were definitely books that we had to read in high school that I actually enjoyed, like I loved The Great Gatsby. I thought that book was great.
oh
Mm-hmm.
To
yes,
Kill a
me too.
Mockingbird, I love To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird
Yes.
is incredibly cleverly written, and I like what it stood for, right? Like this is a
Mm-hmm.
book published in 1960 about racism.
Yeah.
It's been heavily banned since it was published,
Mm-hmm.
and yet still is, you know, the great American read and on curriculum lists everywhere. So it's not necessarily that like
Yeah,
books
it's
that
not
are
all of them.
banned are they all get pulled and it's the worst thing ever. Like now it's a little tricky because books are getting banned before they even have a chance to like find an audience.
Mm.
Hmm.
But at the same time, you know, some of the best stuff is stuff
Right.
people didn't like. The powers that be
Hmm.
Yeah.
didn't like. And so there's a part of me that's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
ban me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More people are just gonna read it.
Mm-hmm.
Haters.
Hmm.
Yeah, because there is that, like, even for me, there's a feeling of like, oh, someone banned this. Well, I want to know
I want
Yeah,
to
the
what
read
these
it.
curiosity
people are
aspect.
wanting to ban. Like now I want to
Listen.
Hmm.
know more.
Yeah.
And the fact
Mm-hmm.
that people think that they're gonna like, I'm like, you feel that way, like parent. You spent so much time doing shit you were told not to do. What makes you
Mm-hmm.
think your child is going to be different? Like,
Right.
it's a thing that just as even as a parent, I'm like, my kids. I don't yell at my kids or go off on my kids for doing shit that I did. or that I would have done. Like, my job is not to like tell you to like, I used to hate, I remember being a kid and I would hear from like adults all around me, do as I say, not as I do. No,
Ugh.
no. If you want me to do something, do it first.
Lead by example.
You're
Yeah.
preaching to
And
the
that's my
choir
thing
right
with
now.
my kids. Like, I'm not about to tell you to do something. Like, I can't get mad at you for your room being a mess when my room is a mess. Like, I'm just not going to do that. Like, I
Right.
need to set an example. And until I do, I'm just going to be quiet about it.
Yeah.
So when are
I
you running
mean-
for president?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, God,
Like,
absolutely not. Definitely not. I do not
no,
want that job at no point ever.
I don't either.
I don't blame
I don't
you,
know
but I mean,
why anybody would want it. I don't even.
I
God,
don't
no.
blame you
I
for
don't
not
want to
wanting
be
it, but I want
Matt
somebody with the
Stone.
same outlook and values as you to do it.
I lately have been like, am I gonna pay my taxes next year?
Right.
And I say that because this country was founded on no taxation without representation.
Yeah.
And bro, what are you doing? What are you doing with the money that I'm having? I gotta write a check every year. So if
Yeah.
I'm writing checks to you, what you doing with my money?
Throwing Great Gatsby parties that miss
You're
the point
not
of Great
representing
Gatsby.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And this whole ballroom thing. Ugh.
In the bunker underneath it.
I'm like, look, I get it. Okay. It's not coming from taxpayer dollars, but it also actually
But that's
low-key
still weird
sort of is.
too.
But no, it also is, because at the same time, we're talking about companies that can make these massive donations to
Yes.
a 501c3, which means those donations are tax deductible, which means this money that would have gone into the federal government does not. It goes into your ballroom. So it's all in there together. I really want, I'm trying not to rant. I'm trying.
No, please
No,
do.
rant away.
I
That's the
just
point of a
want,
podcast.
God, I just want more people to study civics.
Yes.
Like, what does it mean to be a citizen of a country? What does it mean to be a citizen of this country? What are your rights? How does this thing work? This thing where you feel this compulsion, or you got people taking money out your check, because that didn't start to like the mid 20th century. The idea of federal taxes being pulled from a check as opposed to having to pay them, like like they get pulled automatically. But there are so many things that we've just gotten used to that we don't question. And this to me is the age of questioning. And I want everybody to question everything. Like, everything that feels weird.
Yep.
Question that. Ask yourself, why does it feel weird?
Yes. Yeah, don't just get uncomfortable and look away.
Yeah.
Please. Because I mean, you could, but you're just going to stay uncomfortable.
A lot of people will.
Like, right. Like, I guess if you want to stay uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, we need to be a little uncomfortable.
Have to be.
Yeah.
Like, there's no growth. You don't grow
Yeah.
if you're just comfortable all the time.
Like, it should make us feel uncomfortable.
All of these people who don't want their kids reading books about people who are different from them, I'm like, you're going to feel real different when your kid is 43 and lives in your basement, because you never let them see anything else. They never got exposed to anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to play God for your kids, don't
stories.
expect them to leave your little kingdom, right? Like, come on.
Right.
And that's like the thing too, is like my parents, when I was growing up, they gave me money for the book fair, whatever. And then whatever I could not find at the book fair, like when we walked into a bookstore, they were like, whatever. You want to read it? Like, I'm buying it for you.
Read.
Like, yeah,
Read.
read the fucking book if you want to.
Yes.
Like, I was probably 12 or 13, maybe, when I first got the book American Psycho. And I was like, I want to know, like, I want to know what the hype is. I want to know why people, like, won't stop talking. And my mom was like, then get it. Get it and read it. If you don't like it, then give it to someone else.
Don't finish it.
Who cares?
Or, you don't have to finish it. And also, if you have questions, you can ask me, right? Like, when it comes to my son, my fourth grader, I'm like, bro, if you're going to learn about sex work, why shouldn't it be from a book your mom wrote that's well-researched? Like, of all the ways to learn a thing, I'm glad that you're going to learn it from me, because essentially that's what you're doing if you read this book. And like I said, most of it's a metaphor. It's going to go over your head anyway.
Yeah. And there's like, I mean, I was probably like 13 or 14 when I read Density of Souls by Christopher Rice.
That's
and that was the book that Well, that was the one that turned me into a reader because I was like, this is my first time reading queer characters.
Amazing.
You know, like
Yeah.
there's no queer characters in like fucking Goosebumps. You know, like
No,
so
there's not.
there's not. I like was like hoping, you know, when I was like reading, I was like, I think the funny going on here,
Maybe.
Hey,
Slap
but
anyway,
like,
what you got going on?
but like that was my first time reading like queer characters, and I was like, oh my god, like this is opening an entire world for me that like was not accessible in my small upstate New York town. So
How old did you say you were?
I think I was like 13 when I read.
I didn't see
when I
queer
read it.
characters. I didn't see until I was like 17 when I read The Color Purple. And Suge Avery, honey, is a hero. A hero.
I don't
But
think
no, the book that like really grabbed me was Sphere by Michael Crichton. Like it's like dense, hardcore adult science fiction novel about some alien spaceship crashing on the bottom of the ocean. Like I don't know what it was about that book, but I loved that book. I still have my copy of it.
Oh, that's
and
so
I read that when I was 12.
Oh,
And it was like right before I was like, oh wait, I live in a body and it's brown and there are no brown people in anything I'm reading. But Sphere was kind of like one of the last ones I read where I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I feel that way about sci-fi sometimes too, where I'm like, I couldn't tell you why I got so obsessed with this, but I did.
It was suspenseful and weird, and like it was warping their brains, and there's something about warping brains that I find incredibly appealing, apparently.
Me too.
I felt that way like maybe I think like 13, 14. That must have been like my performative years. But like I remember we used to have like in my English class, you would have, I think like every Friday, you would just read for the entire class. Like you bring in whatever book you wanted to read and whatnot.
Oh, I love that.
It was so much fun. It was like I like looked forward to every Friday. And my English teacher would like go around and talk to all of the kids about what they were reading and, you know, if they were enjoying it.
That's really great.
And she was the reason that I'm a reader. Like she was the most supportive English teacher I had ever had that I can ever imagine. And I remember her coming up to me and she was like, you are going to go far with life because of your reading. And she was like, I'm not knocking these other kids, but like you're reading Interview with the Vampire and everyone around you has a Harry Potter book in their hand. Like everybody's reading things that are like trending or popular, and you're reading about like the Vampire Lestat. You know, and I was like, that was like the best compliment that I ever received for like just her being like, read whatever you want that interests you, and it like if nobody else is reading it, it makes you more interesting.
Yeah, agreed. I love that.
So that was like
my 10th and 11th grade English teacher, Mr. Weeks, Dear Martin was dedicated to him. Like there's I find that when I'm talking to young people, if there is a teacher that they love, it's typically their English teacher. I've had a couple be like, oh, my math teacher, but from what I've heard, a lot of the time it's the English teacher.
Yeah.
All of my favorite teachers were my English teachers.
I had a couple of like math teachers that I really liked. Really just one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like a lot of my teachers.
I didn't like a lot of mine
either. Didn't. Yeah.
Nope, I did not like a lot of my teachers either. But I had the best English teacher in the entire world, and the best thing was I had her as a freshman, and they decided that she was too tough grading freshmen, so they moved her to only teach seniors. So I had her my senior year as well.
Yeah,
so
I had mine sophomore and junior year. I had the same teacher. It was
that
amazing.
was nice when you liked a teacher and got
to have him twice. Oh, it was great. Yeah,
that's amazing.
I think I liked my history teachers the most when I was just thinking of that, and then I was like, kind of surprised. I guess I hadn't thought about it.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know. And now I'm like, I think I have two history teachers that stand out. So I don't know. I don't have two in the Bruce. My neighbor's dog is barking. So
hi, Bruce.
Brucey.
He says hi back.
I think Murphy's like somewhere in the background. He's not adjusting well with daylight savings and thinks that he needs to eat earlier.
I only have children.
You what?
I said I only have children.
Oh.
we only have dogs.
Those are my pets. No, I do actually. I have a lizard.
Oh.
She's pretty great.
Charming.
She's the only other woman in the house.
What's her name?
Oh,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth the lizard.
Yes, she's the bearded dragon.
I'm obsessed.
Oh,
She's snooty too.
How long have you had her?
3.5 years. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, she's not barking.
She's
She's not
awesome.
interrupting. She's being
She doesn't want anything to do with us. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't really make sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would probably shit on the table though if I took her out. That's what she when she gets mad. That's what she does in protest. She just like toots up her butt and like I'm like, really? Is that what we're doing? And she'll literally look you dead in the face and be like, "What you gonna do about it?"
Like a toddler.
I know
she won't eat anything that's dead. So I have to get live crickets, live worms. Like she
has standards.
Mm-hmm. Refined palate.
She's not hunted.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we could all probably talk for hours and hours, but we should probably wrap it up.
I'm sure my children will be here any minute.
I have one question.
Yes.
Because I'm like always curious about this, but like, would you jump at the chance to have this adapted into like a TV series or a movie? Or is this something that you're like, I don't want people stepping into like something that they have no business in?
No, the right people, I would love to see it done, but it would have to be done by the right people.
Would you rather see it as a series?
I feel like it would probably work better as a series. Just largely because of the suspense structure.
Yeah. I would love to see it as a miniseries.
I would love to see it as a series. But like, whatever. What do you guys want to do with it? I could also see it as I went to a book club meeting in Brooklyn last week, and there was a woman who said, "Do it as a series, but not a mini series." And I was like, "How do you not do it as not?" She was like, "The series is Boomtown, and so you can have the events from the first book as a series, as a season, but then like you just follow other characters in subsequent seasons." And I was like, "Okay, no, I like it. I can do. I
would love that. I would love that because I was gonna say like
too.
With Lady Josephine, like Boomtown could also be your Easter egg that shows up in every single book that you write, and nobody would get sick of it.
Yeah. I like
nobody
that
would
too.
get sick of it, and you could like play because like the way you write your characters and their connections and like the things that you mention, like you're so fucking intelligent when you write that like people are gonna catch on to these things when they're reading, future novels by you. But I would love to see it as a series.
Thanks.
I would 100% love to. And you have to be in charge of the soundtrack.
Oh, absolutely.
Because my favorite
song, my partner is like so killer with like the music stuff.
Who was the one that picked Skin by Rihanna?
Oh, me. Definitely me.
Because that is one of my top 5 favorite songs in the entire world.
That song is everything. The last time I heard Skin just kind of randomly, I was in a skating rink. Like it turned into a brothel instantly, but everybody's rolling. Literally, it's like a rolling. Like I'm like, how are you guys grinding on roller skates? This is wild.
That is the best song.
It was very cool. It's such a great song. I've had fun having conversations with people about like, yeah, I looked up Toby Diesel and I couldn't find. I was like, Toby Diesel's not real. There's like songs that are real by real artists, and there's shit that I made up. And it's fun when people can't tell the difference. I'm like,
that is so funny. Because I was thinking that when I was reading it, because I was like, oh my God, I haven't heard some of these songs in a while. So I was like making my little like playlist, like for my like throwback playlist that I have with and then I was like, you have like a fictional artist, fictional DJ. And I was like, there are going to be so many people that are searching for this.
They're going to be so pissed. They're going to be like, what?
They're going to be like, I found this like random country singer on YouTube with 4 followers, but I can't
find the song? Yeah, and I'm like, because it's not a real song. But I'm definitely complimented that you thought it was.
Yeah.
It really is.
I hope Same Old Mistake by Rihanna shows up in one of your books someday, because that's my second favorite Rihanna song, and that is Boomtown appropriate.
Have you heard the original? She sounds just like the original.
I have heard the original.
Yeah.
If you're gonna ask me, I'm always gonna pick Rihanna.
Of course. No, I
I'm always gonna
completely
pick
agree. But
Rihanna.
it always shocked me how closely she's even able to like do the
Mimic.
notes of his voice. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh dang.
It's the same thing with Consideration with SZA. So like
Yeah.
Consideration was originally a SZA song, and her label was like, no, we want this for Rihanna, and she was pissed about it
Yeah.
because SZA wanted it to be her lead single. And then when they gave it to Rihanna, Rihanna was like, well, you can still be on the song with me as a
Yeah.
feature. And I was like, I remember when I heard that song for the first time and it said featuring SZA, I thought SZA was the producer of the song because of how
Mm.
similar their voices sounded on that song. And then that is how I found out who SZA was through
See, I
Rihanna.
love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My like there's so much like cool music fact stuff that people just don't know.
It is
Like
my,
Mhm.
the
yeah.
Carter's Ape Shit is written by the Migos. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you listen to the Migos original, you can find it on YouTube. It's just like, what? Like, it's just
Wow.
mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy how like you can produce a song in like 1,000 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
that's what I've thought about sometimes with music, where you're like, there's like the first time or the first version that you hear of it, and maybe you hear it over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And so then if you hear like an acoustic version, you're like, oh yeah, this is that song. But like all the decisions that have to be made for the version that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
gets introduced to the world to have the most impact, like
Yes.
And how many,
I'm sure it's like writing too.
I
Like
was gonna say it's the same thing as
like
with books.
it's
mm-hmm.
like ultimate or unlimited
Drafts
like
and drafts and drafts.
possibilities. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can like kind of see like the different artists that like really take control over things and like change things
Mm-hmm.
and think, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
REM, the song REM by Ariana Grande was originally a Beyonce song. And you can find
Oh, I didn't
Beyonce's
know
Okay.
that.
I
version
didn't
on
know
YouTube.
that.
Yeah, you can find
Get
Beyonce's version on
out.
YouTube.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness.
Yep.
You
Dang.
guys are gonna convince me
Okay.
to listen to music a little bit more than audiobooks.
God.
They have overtaken my listening life. So you guys definitely heard all of our conversation with
Everything.
Nic, but I don't know, her microphone just wouldn't work anymore all of
We
a
talked her
sudden.
ear off.
We talked her ear off is what we've concluded basically. So this is a harsh cut, but she did not make it to the end of the episode with us. She's just here in spirit.
Yes.
But the links that she talked about will be in the show notes because I want to read these short stories when they come through.
Me too. I'm
Mhm.
obsessed.
And if you
Yes.
can't tell, we are going to bully you into reading this book.
Yeah.
So go
Don't
read
slide into my DMs looking for any book suggestions until you read
Mhm.
Boomtown.
Agreed.